Hey everybody, today I want to talk about a scam I witnessed. Now this is an old scam. Many guys have been scammed this way, but I didn't realize I was witnessing a scam when I first saw this. And let me give you a little bit of background to this. Janet and I are in Robinson Mall, and we're going to buy load for our phone. So we're up on the second level at the cell phone store that we always go to, and Janet gets in line to load the phone. While she's in line, waiting her turn, there's these four girls, young girls, I'm going to say older than high school, of course, but they were young. They were 20 to 24 years old, and they were taking selfies of a cell phone box. And they were doing things similar to like this. They would stand there and go and get a selfie taken. Then they'll show the back of the box, photo of that. They were getting in close on the price tag. And they would open the box. And they'd take a video of the phone in the box. They would take it out. Of course, this isn't a new phone. They would show the back of the phone. They'd show the front of the phone. And they took turns. There were four of them. And all four of them were taking turns taking photos and short videos. And I thought that was weird. You know, I was curious. What are they doing? And Janet was done, so we left. And I was just, the last thing I thought was, well, maybe it's a brand new phone that came out. And, you know, they're showing a family member that that's the phone they want or something. Or they're buying the phone, and they're all sharing that photo. I'm not sure what they did, but Janet and I went to get something to eat. It was lunchtime, and we go down to have something to eat in San Ravel. And as we're sitting there, about 10 minutes later, the girls came in and sat right at the table next to us. And the four of them sat down. They were all roughly the same age. They were like young adults. And they were laughing, and they were talking, and they were texting. Each and every one of them had their phone out, just like most young people do all the time. And I was paying no attention to this, other than I told Janet, those were the girls that were upstairs in the phone store. And Janet, yeah, and she went ahead and ordered her meal. You know, we ordered our meal. And the girls were just talking and talking, and all of a sudden, like 15 minutes, you know, we got our food, and about 15 minutes later, the one girl goes, look, you know, and was all excited and showing the phone to each person. And she got up and she left. And about 10, 15 minutes later, she came back, sat down, all smiles, all happy. They're all talking to each other. They're all having a great time. She takes some money out. And she gives each of the other three girls some money. And I asked Janet, and not at the time, I asked Janet after we left the restaurant, but I was asking her, what were they talking about? And Janet goes, oh, they were all messaging their boyfriends that they want a new phone. So each girl took a photo of the phone, of the box, a short video of the phone, and they came down to have lunch while they sent these messages off to their boyfriends. And it looked to me like one of the girls got paid. Whatever the cost of the phone was, she left, probably went across the street to one of the places where you get money wired to you or sent, got the cash, came back, and shared it among the three other girls. Well, before we left, the other girl put up her phone and started laughing, you know, and talking to each other and smiling and laughing. And I asked Janet, what did she say? And like I said, this is after the fact. We left already. She said she's going to get the money tomorrow. So did I witness a scam? Did I witness four girls who went up to a cell phone store, took out an expensive phone out of the display, took photos of the box, took photos of the back, opened the box, and showed the phone that was in the box? Now, I know you can't open the box for the phone when you're in the store. You have to buy it first. But when they sat at the table, I saw they had a box with a phone in it. And they didn't buy that phone up there. They didn't buy that phone. I think they used the store to show a brand new phone, to show a new iPhone or a new Galaxy phone. Use it to show some phone that was more expensive, showing their friends online the price of the phone. And they had their own phone in a box when they would show like they bought the phone. So I think they had that video of them with the phone for later to send to the boyfriend after, or whoever sent them money after the fact, to show them that they bought a phone. And it was just unique. You know, I've paid for many phones in my time. I've paid for many phones since 2015 when I first started talking to Filipinas, up until 2019. I must have bought 8 or 9 phones for different girls. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers here have fallen for the phone scam, to buy a phone for a girl so that they can talk to them. Well, I'm here to tell you that phone scam is live and well. That thing is live and well. And to watch how they were taking their photos up there, how they would put the phone in the box, like this is the one they wanted, you know, it was all in the wrapper, and then they would show the back again with the price tag. And then they took a video at the phone store of them opening a box, and it wasn't that box. It was probably a different box, but just showing them like, see, I bought the phone, thank you, I got the phone, as proof that they spent the money properly, that they bought the phone. But what the girls were doing in the restaurant is, whoever made money, they split it. So this was a team. This was like the mafia. You know, the 4 of them were working together to hustle people, hustle men, scam men out of their money to get phones. And the thing I'm noticing as I'm talking to other Filipinas here, if they have a boyfriend, and it's a boyfriend that they get money from, not a love of their life boyfriend, but somebody that's sending them money from the States, and that boyfriend breaks up, the girls will share that name. They'll tell one of their friends, they'll say, hey, say hello to this guy on Facebook. He sent me money before. They swap the numbers. It's like credit card numbers, you know, on the deep, dark, black web on the internet, where you can buy credit card numbers. These girls were exchanging guys' Facebook's accounts. And they would share the information about the guy. Oh, he'll give money right away. He'll buy you a phone. He'll buy you a load. But this phone scam and these girls, they're sharp. They're sharp. That's a lot of money for a phone. So in the hour that Janet and I were in the mall, where we bought our load, to where we sat down and had our lunch, these 4 girls were able to make photos and videos of a cell phone in a cell phone store, come down and order their own lunch. And while they were eating lunch, they made minimum at least 10,000 pesos for the phone. I'm sure they were showing maybe even a more expensive phone, 13 or 15,000 pesos. So they had the one that got cash immediately, the other one was going to get cash the next day. I'm sure they were working the system well, and I'm sure they each had more than one guy who would send them money. So just to let you know that here in Dumaguete, the scam is live. It's still well. And I was shocked that I witnessed this. I've read about it, I've seen it, I've been part of it, but I've never actually witnessed how it went about. And that goes to reaffirm that you have to use common sense with these women. The ones that you're talking to online, yeah, you can talk to them, you can buy them loads, you can do whatever you want. It's whatever in your comfort level you can do. But they work as a syndicate. You know, these 4 girls were playing, and they had at least one guy each. Maybe they each had 2 or 3. And maybe in the course of a week, they're going to make enough money to each get 15, 20,000 pesos each. And that's a lot of money here in the Philippines. That's a college graduate is making that in a month. So be careful on the phone scam. Be careful on the phone scam. I don't know how to protect yourself I don't know how to know if somebody's telling you the truth or they're lying. You know, I remember the first time I got scammed for a phone. The girl, she couldn't do a selfie. She couldn't do a selfie anymore. She said the front camera didn't work. She could only use the back camera. And she would do it, and it'd be over her shoulder. You know, you couldn't get a good picture of her face. She couldn't talk to you. And she needed a new phone for that. And everywhere she went, and I said I needed she would show me a video. And it was always out of this side, her walking towards it. You could never get a shot of her. So she was making you feel bad. Honey, I really want to talk to you. The camera doesn't work on this side of the phone. I can't do a selfie. I can't do a video chat with you. And it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel as if you're not helping this girl to communicate with you. And you feel bad because you want to talk to her. You want to enjoy her company. You want to be part of her daily life. And she needs the phone to do that. So you tell her, how much are phones? Well, how can she tell you how much phones are? Let me go up to the cell phone store and take a picture of the phone and the price tag. Now, she's not looking for the cheapest one. She wasn't buying no 3,000 peso phone or a 5,000 peso phone. She was buying a 10 to 15 or more cost of a phone. I know I paid 18,000 for that, girl and behold. So be careful with the phone scams. They're very sophisticated, and it's the oldest scam. It's the one we all fall for. It's the one we all fall for. We all fall for load at first because it's so cheap, and it's just a way of testing the waters to see if you're willing to give, if you're a willing participant. And then they step it up to the phone because they want to talk to you. And the only way they can talk to you is through video chat. And they need a phone with a good camera to have good quality conversations with you, with a camera that works on a good phone. So guys, just be careful. And like I said, I was totally amazed that I witnessed this from start to finish, from the setup of the scam to them receiving the money. And it just amazed me how easy it is for these girls to do this, because you're just a photo on the phone. You're just a text message. You're just a picture. You're not real. You're 8,000 miles away. You're 10,000 miles away. If you're in Europe, you're even farther. You don't really exist as a person. You're a commodity. So until next time, be careful with your wallet.